Good morning, sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Rich Young. Rich is our $80,000 bankroll specialist. We had Rich on a couple of weeks ago. Rich is our $80,000 bankroll specialist, and he's going to tell you how to turn $1,000 into $8,000, $5,000 into $40,000, or even if you go for the full Monty, $10,000 into $80,000. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone, give us a call right now. It is Saturday, December 6th. It's week number 14 of the NFL. This is the time of the year to start making big money betting on football. In case you're listening to us for the first time, this is going to be an hour-long show on betting on football and making money. Just like your stockbrokers tell you which stocks to buy and sell, we're experts at handicapping, and we're going to tell you which games to bet on and how much to bet on each game. But as I said, before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone right now and give us a call. I'm going to give away 6 free winners today. I'm going to give Iowa TCU, Houston Cincinnati, and Kansas State Baylor. For tomorrow, you're going to get in the NFL the Steelers Bengals, the Ravens Dolphins, and the Bills Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call for 6 free winners. Do not wait till the end of the show because college basketball and pro basketball is humming along. And I'm going to give one, if you're one of the first 100 callers, you're going to get my NBA game of the week, the Pelicans-Lakers tonight, as a bonus. So that'll be 7 free winners. 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call right now. Operators are standing by. Also, this show is being brought to you courtesy of our sponsor, thesharpestline.com. For the sharpest lines and odds and scores, go to thesharpestline.com. If you're a fantasy football player, you can go right there and get all the up-to-date stats on fantasy football there, too. It's a full-service fantasy football site. Go to www.thesharpestline.com. Also, you can go to the website and listen to the show in its entirety, the www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, you can get my guaranteed pick right now. It's posted on the website. It's $99. The game must win, or I'll refund your money right after the game is over. The game is 100% guaranteed, or I'll refund your money. www.jerrywins.com, and just click on Pay If You Win with Jerry and get an easy winner right now. www.jerrywins.com. Also, we're running a special right now. If you're not into this $80,000 bankroll games, just ask for the $399 special. If you just want to get your feet wet, bet a couple of $100 a game. For $399, you're going to get the rest of the NFL season and the rest of the college football season as well. $399 for the rest of the season. Just ask for the $399 special. And as I said, we're going to run a special on the $80,000 bankroll games. Normally, you need a minimum of $2,500 to play with. But if you have as little as $1,000 to play with, and you want to turn that into $8,000 by Monday, when you call us, use code 777. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, when you call us at 888-484-G-MAN, use code 777, and you'll be able to get right through to me, Joe, or Bobby, and we will get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Speaking of $80,000 bankroll games, Rich, you're our $80,000 bankroll game specialist. For those of you that don't know, Rich has been with the company for 25 years. About 4 years ago, if you remember, he retired and he handles one client exclusively now. Stephanie from Cincinnati, she lives out in Vegas, and she bets six figures a game. And Richie's making a living just off of one client. How's Stephanie doing these days? We got to get her on the show, Rich. I mean, she's one of our most successful clients to date.
She's doing well.
I heard she bought a Bentley.
She bought a Bentley. That's one of our cars anyway. She's got a Bentley, but good to be on the show again, Jerry. It's I didn't think I was going to be on again this soon. I was on last week, and I'm on again now. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. We got another money-making week in sports. Hope you folks are all listening and taking advantage of the opportunity with these $80,000 bankroll games. It's my specialty. I've been doing this for years now. I've made millionaires with these $80,000 bankroll games. You don't really need a huge investment to get involved, as Jerry was
No, we're doing a $1,000 special.
He, out of the goodness of his heart at this time of the year, around the holidays, he always gets a little sentimental. He's giving away the information for as little as $1,000. With a $1,000 initial investment, over the course of 3 games, you could have $8,000 in your pocket. That could turn a mediocre Christmas into a wonderful Christmas for you and your family.
And speaking of Christmas, we were off last week for Thanksgiving, okay? We're back on the air today. It's December 6th. We'll be on next week, the 13th, and then we'll be on the 20th. Then the 27th and the 3rd, we're not going to be on the air. We're going to take a couple of weeks off. It's New Year's. We're going to party hardy in Vegas. So we're going to be out in Vegas for 2 weeks. We're still going to be working. So if you want to get on winners and you can't call us today, we're here 7 days a week. I'm sorry, 6 days a week. We don't work Wednesdays. But next week we will be, because the bowl games will be starting. But again, you could call us anytime. And like I said, if you can't call us now, remember the number, 888-484-G-MAN. You can call us all day today, tomorrow. We're here 6 days a week. And as long as there's games playing, we're here. Rich, how do you like it out in Vegas now? You like it out there, or do you still miss New York?
I'm definitely assimilating to Vegas. It was a little bit of an adjustment. It's not what I'm used to. I'm an East Coast guy. Usually been around the ocean my whole entire life, so it's a little bit of an adjustment living in the desert now. But I'll tell you what, it's great. It's a great place. It's where the action is. I'm very friendly with a lot of the sports books, and I do my thing out there now. I have one client. I still deal with the $80,000 bankroll games. Obviously, you know where you're getting them from. But I deal with one main client now, and that's Stephanie. We're real tight. She's got a wonderful, huge home out there now. She's living large. From what she came from literally 5 years ago. To
she was a hairdresser.
now.
She was a hairdresser in Cincinnati. And I think... how did she come into? Did somebody die and leave her $5 or $6 grand, or how did she come into that money? Was it a tax refund? I forget what happened.
Yeah, it was a combination tax refund. She scraped together whatever she could. I gave her an opportunity. It was really
actually you told her not to spend her last $5,000 on this.
It was actually it was a real difficult thing to get her to put that money into the $80,000 bankroll games. That first time that she did it, you could tell she was really sweating it out, and that would have. If she would have lost any of those games, it would have killed her. That would have finished her off.
Yeah.
But, of course, it didn't happen. It worked out the way it's supposed to, as it always does. And she was off and running. She never looked back. I mean, it was a great opportunity for her. She's living large. She'll never have to worry about money for the rest of her life.
Oh, yeah, she cares. She's in good shape.
And it's not just, we talk about Stephanie from Cincinnati.
Oh, no.
It's not all about Stephanie from Cincinnati. She's just the number one success story the biggest success story I've ever had, because she came from rags to literally riches.
And not only that, you know why she does so well? Because she doesn't know anybody but then to listen to you. And I'll give you an example. Last Monday night, I'm trying to give people the Jets +6 over the Dolphins, and people wouldn't take the game from me. They wouldn't bet the Jets, they just wouldn't bet the Jets. They said, I'm not betting the Jets. They're terrible. There's no way. Miami's only laying 6.5. Miami will beat them by a touchdown. And what happened? The Jets should have won the game outright, but they only lost by 3. And I told everybody, watch, the Jets will lose by 3. And that's what happened. But Stephanie don't know one player on the Jets or the Dolphins, so she just can't help but listen. And
I've always said it's a lot easier most times to deal with people that aren't experienced, that have never bet on sports before in their lives, that don't know anything about sports. That all they're doing is investing money to make money. They don't really care.
Right, she's just following what you tell her to do.
They'll do anything that you tell them to do, in the hopes that their money is going to turn into what the promise is, and it always does.
And, folks, we don't win every game. We lost an $80,000 bankroll game last Saturday early, but then we came back and won 3 in a row after that. We lost early on Saturday, and then Saturday night we came back with Washington -3 over Washington State. They won that game by 18 points. It was 14-0 at halftime, and Washington was never in doubt in that game. And then on Sunday, we had the Chargers +6 over the Ravens, and they ended up winning the whole game outright, 34-33. A little come from behind there, but they were losing by 6. So the worst we could have did was tie in the game, and then they came through with a touchdown late with about 20 seconds left in the game. The Chargers scored and went up by 1. And then Sunday afternoon, there was a game that nobody liked. we had the Falcons +2 over the Cardinals, and the Falcons pretty much smoked the Cardinals. It was, I think it was 17-0 before the Cardinals put 7 on the board, and the Falcons ended up winning that game 29-18. So we ended up, after losing early Saturday on the $80,000 bankroll game, we came back strong late with 3-0. So it's not an exact science, Rich. I mean, it's still gambling.
You know, nothing's 100%.
Nothing's 100%, but listen.
We're way up there in the percentage.
Exactly. I mean, who would you rather take stock advice from, a homeless guy or a guy like Donald Trump? I mean, I'll take a stock that Donald Trump or, some rich guy gives me anytime, because there's a reason that people are rich, because they know what they're doing. I was reading this thing the other day. They said you wouldn't believe how many chauffeurs and butlers are millionaires because they just hang around rich people and they keep their ears open.
They're a fly on the wall.
How about secretaries from the original secretaries for Microsoft? They're gazillionaires now.
Absolutely. You sit back and you watch what's going on and you pay attention and you take advantage of opportunity when it knocks.
Exactly. And another thing I like about this business, Rich, is we always say this. We get paid when your stockbroker tells you to buy a stock, and then you go ahead and give him the okay. He gets paid a commission when you buy that stock. Then if the stock goes up or it goes down, either way, when you tell him to sell it again,
he gets paid.
He gets paid again. All right? We get paid, the first time we get paid, but we never get paid again if we don't win.
Right.
Because nobody's going to pay us for losing.
We get paid initially
based on performance.
And then we get paid based on performance then after.
Exactly. So you folks out there that are betting on these games, okay, you guys are truck drivers, doctors, lawyers, whatever you do for a living, home builders. I don't do any of those things. If I get sick, I go to a doctor. And by the same token, if my doctor wants to make money betting on sports, you darn right he's going to call me and find out what I like, because he knows this is all I know. And part of being successful in life is knowing what you don't know as well as knowing what you do know. You have to know your limitations. What did Clint Eastwood say? A man's got to know his limitations.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you got to, it's also important to know what you don't know in life and not to take shots with things that you don't know.
I don't want people coming on board with these $80,000 bankroll games with the last penny they have to their name.
No, if you're down to your last penny, buy groceries.
Exactly. Pay your bills. Make sure you have a roof over your head. Make sure your car is not going to get taken away. Make sure your kids have what they need to survive and be happy. But if you have a little bit of money sitting on the side that you're not doing anything with, by all means, jump in and turn that money into a significantly bigger amount.
Look, Rich, if you get inside information in the stock market, that's illegal. They put Martha Stewart in jail for getting inside information. But in this business, it's encouraged because, when you find out things that the public doesn't know, you can make yourself a hell of a lot of money. And that's what we do. We spend money to make sure that we win. I mean, the public last Sunday, the public got crushed. The public bet the Colts, which was a winner, and they bet the Texans, which was a winner. But the public lost the Browns. They lost the Ravens. They hammered the Ravens over the Chargers. They hammered the Giants over Jacksonville. The public hammered Cincinnati. The public hammered the Rams, which won. The public bet the Steelers, the Panthers, the Cardinals, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. So the public lost last weekend. I believe the public lost.
The public was 30% last week.
Last week they were 30%. So they won 2, 3. The public had 4 wins and 8 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losses. So the public won 4 and lost 9. So that's roughly about 31% the public hit last weekend.
Which is
about right.
That's what they do.
That's about what the public hits.
Which is why Vegas is what Vegas is.
Exactly. So, folks, again, this is what we do for a living. And if you go on the $80,000 bankroll games, I'll take it one step further. I'm so sure that I'll go 3-0 today and tomorrow that if I don't, you got lifetime service for free. You never pay me another penny again. So if you call us today and use code 777 and you come on board for the 80K bankroll games, if you don't go 3-0, I'll work the rest of the season free. So again, give us a call, 888-484-4626. As I said, we're going to take a break. I want everybody to stay tuned. We're going to have a client on at the end of the show that made money last weekend. And also, we're going to have Bobby Edwards on. He's live in Las Vegas. We're going to have Bobby on, not in the next segment, but the segment after. So stay tuned. There's lots to go. And again, if you need to get out of your car and you don't have time to listen to us in the car, you can go to the website and listen to the show in its entirety at www.jerrywins.com. www.jerrywins.com. Folks, you're listening to the Sports Advisors. I got 6 free winners: Iowa TCU, Houston Cincinnati, Kansas State Baylor. For tomorrow, Steelers Bengals, Ravens Dolphins, and the Bills Broncos. 6-0, absolutely free. Even the call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626 for the $80,000 bankroll games, code 777. And if you're a small play and you want the basic service, the rest of the NFL season and college football, $399. Just ask for the $399 special, and we'll get you on the $399 special. Again, you're listening to the Sports Advisors, folks, and we'll be right back.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
I'm World Handicapping Champion Jerry Hendel. I want all listeners to check out my new and improved website. I want all listeners to go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. And I want everybody to sign up for my daily pick. For just $29.95 a month, you can get a pick each and every day. That's $1 a day, folks. You spend more than that on a cup of coffee. $1 a day, you're going to get a game each day. What you do is you go to the website, you sign up on the daily pick for $29.95, and you'll get a game each and every day. Also, we have 4 different handicappers up there, so you can sign up for a week with Jerry, a week with Bobby, a week with Joe, or a week with Sal. Go to the website, www.jerrywins.com.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Rich Young. Rich is our $80,000 bankroll specialist. He had 3 nice winners on the $80,000 bankroll games. After losing the first game last Saturday early, he came back with 3 easy winners. Saturday night winner, Sunday 2 winners. He's on fire. Bobby Edwards, my underdog king, had the Chargers and the Jets over the weekend. Bobby is absolutely on fire as well, and we're going to hear from Bobby in the next segment. But before we get back to the show, I want every listener listening right now to call us. All right, week number 14 now in the NFL. There's only a few weeks left. Week number 15 in college. It's actually the next week is the last weekend of college football, the Army-Navy game, and then the bowl games start the following weekend. So it's time to start making money, folks. You've been listening to us all year. Pick up the phone today and let today be the day that I make you lots of money. Even our free games are hitting 70% this year. Give us a call right now. All callers are going to get 3 free college football winners today. You're going to get the winner of Iowa TCU, Houston Cincinnati, Kansas State Baylor. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Steelers Bengals, the Ravens Dolphins, and the Bills Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN. Operators are standing by right now for 6 free winners today and tomorrow. Also, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games, from now till Christmas, we're going to run the $1,000 special. If you have as little as $1,000 to play with and you want to turn that into $8,000, use code 777, and either me, Bobby, or Joe will call you right back, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. And there's no question, folks, I will make you 8 times your money. I will go 3-0 on these games. I will guarantee it, or I'll work the rest of the season. The information I have this weekend is so strong that I'll work the rest of the season absolutely free if I don't go 3-0. 888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, go give us a call right now. I have a special. If you're a small player, $399 for the rest of the NFL season, and you'll get the college as well with that. The rest of the college and pro football season is only $399, and you'll get our basic service every day. You'll get a game, and we'll get you going that way, and we'll build you up a little bit of money that way. Again, operators are standing by waiting for your call. 888-484-4626 is the number. Also, if you want to go online, you can listen to the show in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com, www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, click on Pay If You Win with Jerry, and for $99, you get my guaranteed pick. The game must win or your money back, www.jerrywins.com. But most importantly, call us. It's week number 14. It's time to start making some money. 888-484-4626. And Rich, we're going to be on this week, next week, and the week after. And then we're off on the 20th and the 27th, and we'll be back. I'm sorry, the 27th and the 3rd. And then we'll be back in January, and we'll be right on till the end of March. And, with college basketball going off right now, there's a lot of opportunities because now, instead of just playing Saturday and Sunday, you got games every night of the week. There's 20, 30 games every night right now. And now is the time of the year that our clients make the most of the amount of money because there's more opportunities.
There's a lot more stuff going on at this time of the year, absolutely. And, folks, when you were listening just a couple of seconds ago to Jerry speaking, I mean, this is the time of the year where he becomes very sentimental and generous. So, when he said he's guaranteeing these 3 games this weekend on these $80,000 bankroll games, and if he don't win these games, he's going to work the rest of the season for free. Jerry doesn't do anything for free. So when he says that, I mean, the money is basically in the bank already. So take advantage of this opportunity that he's putting in front of you. Get involved in these games. Make yourself a lot of money going into Christmas time. Have a great holiday for you and your family with the newfound funds.
Exactly. So 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. And I'm going to explain the $80,000 bankroll games. I should have in the last segment. For those of you that have never listened to the show before, the $80,000 bankroll games are our best games. And the reason we call them the $80,000 bankroll games is, Rich, we didn't take, if they didn't have $10,000 to play on these games, we didn't give the games to the person.
No, we never
until,
went down
until the economy went bad in around 2008. That's when we started playing the smaller bankrolls. But again, the $80,000 bankroll games, let's say you come in with $2,500. That's a number that a lot of people tend to come in with. We'll turn $2,500 into $20,000. Now, had you come in last weekend, you would have got $2,500 on Washington, -3 over Washington State. That was a night game, Saturday night. Washington won that game 31-13. So they were favored by 3 and they won by 18, which is 2 touchdowns over the line. Washington was an easy winner. So now your $2,500 that you started with becomes $5,000. On Sunday morning, you call us. You get $5,000 on the Chargers plus 6 over the Ravens. The Chargers won the game 34-33. They were plus 6, so they really won 40-33. So even if the Ravens didn't score that last the Chargers didn't score that last touchdown to win the game outright, they wouldn't have lost the game because they were plus 6 to 6.5 points, and they were only down by 6 with the time running out, and they ended up winning that game. The Chargers 34-33. So now your $5,000 becomes $10,000. So far you've bet $2,500 on Washington, turned it into 5 to 10 on the Chargers, and then Saturday afternoon the Falcons plus 2 over the Cardinals. The Falcons won that game 29-18 by 11 points. Falcons were never trailing in this game. The first score I saw was 17-0 Falcons, and it should have been even worse than that because they held them to a field goal that they should have easily gotten a touchdown. The Falcons shot themselves in the foot in the first quarter there. It should have been 21-0, but it ended up being 17-0, then 17-7, and then they went on from there to win easy. So now your 10,000 becomes 20,000 on the Falcons. So let's recap it. You bet $2,500 on Washington over Washington State. Now you got 5,000 on the Chargers to 10 to 20 on the Falcons. And then Monday night, of course, Bobby Edwards, Monday night game of the year, the Jets +7 against Miami. And I told everybody the Jets would lose the game by 3, and that's exactly what happened. The Jets actually should have won that game, Rich, but they ended up losing by 3, 16-13. Boringest game you could ever watch, but it doesn't matter. Money is money, and you get paid the same amount of
Doesn't
money.
matter
Whether
what
it's
happens
boring.
in these games.
Exactly.
I'm not even a basketball fan. I don't like basketball.
Oh,
I'm
I
a
hate
football
basketball.
guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll bet on it all day long because I make a lot of money.
Exactly. So again, folks, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games and you have as little as $1,000 to play with, I'll turn 1,000 into 8,000 as well. When you call us, just use code 777. 888-484-4626. Use code 777, and you will speak directly to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. And I know another thing, when you were working here, Rich, one thing that used to really set you off is when people would call and somebody would answer the phone and they would hang up thinking they were going to get a recorded message when they call.
Yeah, what is the point, folks? I mean, you're dealing with, there is no recording here. You're going to be dealing with a live person, whether it's one of the operators.
We're old
that
school,
answers
Rich.
the
I don't know
phone.
you. I know you 44 years. I mean, we're old school. Forget technology. I want to talk to somebody face to face. You know what? My daughter went for a job the other day, not to get off the subject, and she had to send an email in to go. When did we ever hire anybody off an email? I mean, how do you know what you're getting off an email? I would never hire anybody off of an email.
No one talks on the phone.
Nobody
anymore.
talks on the
It's
phone.
Texting, it's emailing, it's this electronic communication. It's ridiculous. Nobody picks up the phone and talks to each other anymore. I hate it.
My daughter was fighting with her boyfriend the other day. She's banging on her phone, texting him, and I'm saying, what are you doing? She said, I'm fighting with my boyfriend. I said, get on the phone and yell at him.
I was just trying to call Verizon a little while ago. I had a problem with my phone. You go on Verizon's website, there's no phone number. You click on contact us, they don't give you a phone number to contact them. They want you to live chat with somebody. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. That's why your kids have no social skills these days. It's
They don't
amazing.
want to hear you cursing at them in person. They'd rather text it back and forth on the chat room.
But you have no idea, and things get believe me, things get lost in translation with texts. I mean, one day I texted my wife, and she says, "No need to get nasty with me." How do you get nasty in a text? How do you get nasty in a text?
Things get misconstrued via
Exactly.
texting. You know how many fights I was in from a text that was misconstrued?
Exactly. So, folks, again, when you call us, you're going to get an operator on the phone that's going to answer the phone. They're going to take your name and your phone number down, and one of us is going to call you back, and we're going to explain how everything works, and we're going to take our time. And by the time we get off the phone with you, not only will you get 6 free winners, but you'll understand how the whole system works and how we're going to make you money. And if you give us 5 minutes of your time and you tell us what you have to play with, we will put a program together that works for you, because no two people are alike. Some people have $5,000 to play with. Some people have $5 to play with. It all depends. We have a program for everybody. So, again, let us have 5 minutes of your time to explain how everything works, and we'll get you rolling and make some money.
The bottom line is you picked up the phone for a reason and you dialed the number. So obviously
Exactly.
you're looking for some help. We've piqued your interest. You're interested in getting involved. You want to make some money. Just stick to your guns. And just because a live person answered the phone, don't get all flustered and hang up.
Exactly.
Just give them your name and your number and your information.
And somebody will call you back.
give you a
And
call
it's not
back.
much of a wait. It's a 5-minute wait. We'll call you back. I got over 100 people working for me. If you're a small player or a big player, somebody will get back to you within 5 or 6 minutes, tops. I don't think it's ever taken more than 5 or 6 minutes. 888-484-4626 is the number. Operators are standing by. Give us a call. Let us show you how to make some money. We're going to take a break, and we're going to have Bobby Edwards on live from Las Vegas. He's going to call in the next segment. Bobby brought you big underdogs on the Chargers, the Falcons, and the Jets on Monday night. Bobby is the underdog king for a reason, because his underdogs are hitting 80% of the time when he plays an underdog, and 70% of the 80% is the underdog is going to win the game straight up without the points. So again, Bobby will be on in the next segment, so stand by. And as I said, this show is brought to you by our sponsor, thesharpestline.com. Thesharpestline.com. You can go right now to the website. You can get scores and odds, and also they do fantasy football there. So for you fantasy football players, thesharpestline.com will have all your stats from fantasy football. And there's a lot of people there's a lot of money on this fantasy football. So go to thesharpestline.com and check out all your stats, and it'll help you make some money on the fantasy football. Again, we're going to take a break, but before we do, I have 6 free winners. Iowa, TCU, Houston, Cincinnati, Kansas State, Baylor. For tomorrow, you got the Steelers, Bengals, the Ravens, Dolphins, and the Bills, Broncos. Just give us a call, 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Operators are standing by. Give us a call. Let us make you some money. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, folks, and we'll be right back.
Need the latest lines? TheSharpestLines.com. Need the latest scores? TheSharpestLines.com. Need fantasy football info? TheSharpestLines.com. It's there right now with real-time scores, lines, and fantasy football info and more. Get it all at TheSharpestLines.com. One more time, TheSharpestLines.com.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
We're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Rich Young. Rich is our $80,000 bankroll specialist. And also by telephone, we got Bobby Edwards live from Las Vegas. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone. It is Saturday, December 6th. We're only a few weeks away from Christmas. We're not going to be on the air on the 27th and on the 3rd of January. We're going to be off for 2 weeks for Christmas. So you got 3 straight shows left, today, next week, and the week after. So you got 3 weeks to give us a call and start making some money. We are absolutely on fire. And all callers today, you're going to get 6 free winners. If you call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-G-MAN. I'm going to give all callers the winner of Iowa TCU, Houston, Cincinnati, Kansas State, Baylor. You want the pros? We're going to have the Steelers, Bengals, the Ravens, Dolphins, and the Bills, Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call right now for 6 free winners. Don't wait till the end of the show, because if you're one of the first 100 callers, you're going to get also our NBA game of the day. You're going to get the winner of the Pelicans-Lakers as a bonus game. So if you call us now, you get 7 games. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call right now. Operators are standing by. If you want to listen to the show in its entirety and you missed any of it, you can go to the website. The radio show is posted, www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, Jerry has his guaranteed game. My game is up right now, $99. The game must win or your money back. www.jerrywins.com. Also, don't forget to visit our sponsor. The show is being brought you, sponsored by thesharpestline.com. Thesharpestline.com. You can go there for scores and odds, and while you're there, you could also get fantasy football stats. So if you're a fantasy football player, go to thesharpestline.com. Everything you need, one-stop shopping. Again, 888-484-4626 is the number. 6 free winners for today. Also, we got the $399 special for the rest of the NFL season. $399 for the rest of the NFL season and college football. And if you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777 when you're calling. You'll speak directly to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. And don't forget, if you have as little as $1,000 to play with, you can get on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, use code 777 when you call in. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and you will make 8 times your money this weekend. I will guarantee all 3 games or work the rest of the season free. Again, 888-484-4626 is a number. And don't forget code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Speaking of the $80,000 bankroll games, Bobby had 3 underdogs last week, 2 of which won outright. The Chargers +6 over the Ravens Sunday afternoon. Chargers come from behind and win the game 34-33. He had the Falcons in the afternoon, home underdog to the Cardinals, just came out and tore up the Cardinals. It was 17-0 before you could blink an eye. And then Monday night, Bobby, nobody would bet the Jets. Nobody wanted to bet the Jets against the Dolphins, and the Jets they should have won the game, but as usual, they blew the game, but at least they covered the spread, +6.5, and they only lost the game by 3. They could, they could really, I can't say because it's PG here, but they could screw up anything.
Don't say it.
I won't. But
you were right, Jerry. Nobody, listen, I didn't even like the Jets, but you know what? Every once in a while, we saw it last year. The Jets in December went down to Miami, knocked them out of the playoffs. This year, they should have beat them. They had 274 yards rushing, over 200 in the first half. They ran the ball 49 times. You want to talk about Geno Smith just being thrown out there to hand off the ball? The Jets have major issues. But when it comes to playing the Dolphins, they show up twice a year.
Yeah.
They, usually lose one and win one. Unfortunately this year, it didn't work out for the Jets, but they had them, they were winning 10-3 at half, and they wound up losing 16-13, sorry.
And we had the under.
Points.
And we had the under.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Listen, we're going to have games today, tomorrow, that are going to be way important, not only to the teams that are playing, but to our clients' bankroll. So, for those listening for the first time, this is a golden opportunity to try something new. We've been doing this show now 6-7 years, probably longer. It seems like 100 years, but, we do it every week, week in and week out, except, around Thanksgiving we take off, around Christmas. So, listen, we took our 1 weekend off. We're going to be cranking out winners for the next 3 weeks up until the holiday starts. So if you need some extra money, this is a golden opportunity to make some money. We're not saying quit your day job, but if you need an extra $5,000, $10,000, even if you're making an extra $1,000 in the next couple of weeks, that's found money. So pick up the phone and let's start making some money. I'm going to have a great game today, Jerry. I didn't even tell you. I got some big clients out here, and I have an underdog in one of these big matchups, and there's some great ones. Ohio State, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Alabama, Missouri. I mean, this is a really good day of Championship Saturday. So it's going to be some great afternoon college football. Obviously, tomorrow, every game now is very important now for some of these NFL teams. So if you want to make some money, this is like we say, it's a golden opportunity to make yourself, anywhere between 1,000 and 80,000 if you have the money. Let's show you what we can do. I'm going to be out in Vegas here for the next 3 weeks, and then we're going to be back, back in New York there.
Yeah,
with the family.
I'm coming out there next week to do the show.
Yeah, this is going to be, a lot of fun. A lot of clients like to come out here at this time of the year. It's great family fun. I mean, it really is. Vegas isn't what it used to be, folks. You could bring the family out here. There's a lot of things for, kids to do. I'd say past 9 o'clock. After that, it gets crazy. But it's still a great place, especially if you want to bet big. There's online gaming and the like, and that sometimes – is a good way to go. But if you really want to bet big dollars, 5 figures, 6 figures, coming to Vegas is the place to be.
And for you folks that are listening to us in Vegas, we should have the phone lit up just from Vegas. Vegas, Bobby, have you ever walked into a casino with a winning ticket and they told you, I'm sorry, we don't have enough money? Never.
No.
They got plenty of money because for every one guy that wins, there's 10 guys that lose. All we're looking to do, $380 billion was bet on sports last year. We're going to show you how to take a little piece of that pie. And again, the $80,000 bankroll games, Bobby, we're doing that $1,000 special for the next couple of weeks till Christmas. We're going to run that special, but once Christmas is over, that's it. No more $1,000 special, but we're going to run it for a couple of weeks. So, now's the time to start making money. And, what better time? And I'm looking at what the public is doing on their own. Bobby, the public hit 31% last Sunday. The public won the Texans and Colts, but they lost the Browns. They lost the Ravens. They lost the Giants. They lost the Bengals. They lost the Steelers. They lost the Panthers. They lost the Cardinals. They lost the Patriots, and they lost the Dolphins. They won the Broncos, the Rams, and the Rams. So the public went 4-9 last week on games. And the biggest games on the board were the Dolphins was about 85% of the public bet the Dolphins. The Patriots was a huge game. They lost that. The Steelers was pretty big against New Orleans. I don't know why, but it was a big game. And the Bengals was about 75%. So the public got hammered last week.
I'll tell you why, Jerry, because New Orleans hadn't won in Pittsburgh since 1987. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is a very long time.
I wasn't even in the business in 87. I got it in 88. So I'm shocked that line wasn't even higher. I mean, let's face it. I mean, who are the Saints to win on the road? They used to be a team that only won at home, and then they didn't win at home.
True.
So now they go into Pittsburgh where they hadn't won since 87, and they take care of the Steelers. So you never know what's going to happen on Sundays. You never know.
That's why you need us to tell you what to do because, as I always say on the show, a team could look great one week, win by 30, and lose by 30 the next. So, again, you need to give us a call because we get the correct information on these games, and we're the ones that'll show you how to make money. 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-Man is the number. Give us a call. And, Bobby, I understand you say today there's going to be a shocker in college football, an underdog that's going to win outright today?
Oh, I am licking my chops, my friend. There are some great games. Listen, I mean, I'm not going to, give any hints out there, but the teams, that don't seem to play well for 3 quarters and then they turn it on. Right. I mean, there are some teams, in the top 4 that don't cover that much. Mm-hmm. So, looking at how great the teams like Alabama, Florida State, Oregon, TCU, Baylor, who covers? That's what's important.
Right.
I mean, covers? You and I have been betting some garbage teams all year because they cover. Yeah. Listen, we were riding Michigan State early in the year. That's not a garbage team, but they were covering big. They were laying 38 and winning by 50.
Right.
So there was a lot of Western Michigans and Akrons and Ball States. And listen, we don't care. All right? We look at the board, we look at the mismatch, we look at the point spread, and then we say to ourselves, all right, this is way off. This is a great game. It's not a sexy game. It might not be a top 10 team, but you know what? I don't think the clients care as long as we win. Just win for me, Bobby. Just win.
Win, baby, win.
That's it. That's the motto.
All right, Bobby. Listen, we're going to take a break now, and I appreciate you taking time to call in. We're going to have one of your clients is going to be on in the next segment. We're going to have John on, and here's a guy who talk about rags to riches, a guy that was in the construction business, and took $5,000 to a couple of $100,000. We're going to put John on the radio next. So I want to thank you for calling in, Bobby, and let's make a lot of money, and we'll talk to you in a little bit in about 10 minutes after the show is over.
All right, then have a good rest of the show. And I think John himself was actually called in. I heard the switchboard person tell me that he was waiting for you.
Oh, okay, good. So I'll take a break and then I'll get right to him. All right, Bobby, thanks for taking time out to call in, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, that's Bobby Edwards. All right, we're going to take a break, but before we do, I want everybody to call us for 6 free winners. Again, 888-484-4626, 1-888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. I'm going to give all callers absolutely free Iowa TCU, Houston Cincinnati, Kansas State Baylor. For tomorrow in the NFL, you're going to get the winner of the Steelers Bengals, the Ravens Dolphins, and the Bills Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. Code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. And also we got that special $399 for the rest of the season, college and pro football. Just ask for the $399 special if you're a small player. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, thesharpestline.com. They specialize in scores and odds, the sharpest odds there. And also, if you're a fantasy football player, you can go there and get all the latest up-to-date stats, thesharpestline.com. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Hey, folks, how many times have you heard information is power? 1 million or more? That's because it's true. Information is power, and information is at your fingertip simply by dialing the Sports Advisors right now. They'll give you the information on today's game, so ask for the free picks when you call. Do yourself a favor. Get the information that works for you on today's games from the man who has it, the Sports Advisors. Bobby and Jerry are standing by. 1-888-484-4626. Once again, Jerry and Bobby, the Sports Advisors.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Rich Young. Rich is our $80,000 bankroll specialist. Rich is absolutely on fire with his bankroll games. And also joining me by telephone, we got John from Vegas now, but John is originally from Buffalo. If you've been listening to the show all year, you know John originally heard us on WGR in Buffalo, signed up with us at the end of September, and he's been with us ever since. And now
John is living in sunny Las Vegas, and he's making lots of money betting the games right at the Vegas casinos. But before we get to John, I want all listeners to pick up the phone, give us a call right now. I have 6 free winners for today and tomorrow. All callers are going to get absolutely free. Iowa TCU, Houston Cincinnati, and Kansas State Baylor. If you want the Sunday games, you're going to also get the winner of the Steelers Bengals, the Ravens Dolphins, and the Bills Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call right now for 6 free winners. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777. You'll get on the $80,000 bankroll games, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games, and you'll be able to get them. If you have as little as $1,000 to play with, okay, you can get on the $80,000 bankroll games. If you have as little as $1,000 to play with, the $80,000 bankroll games, I'll turn $1,000 into $8,000, okay? Code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Also, we got a special. If you're a small player, $399. You get the rest of the season of football. $399 for the rest of the NFL season and the rest of the college season. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, then just ask for the $399 special, and we'll get you on the we'll get you on the $399 special. You'll get all the rest of the picks for the rest of the college and pro football season. Again, $399. You'll get on the regular picks. But before we get to the show, give us a call. 6 free winners. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. Joining us by telephone, we got John on the phone from Buffalo. John, can you hear us? You're out in Vegas now?
I am. Are you hearing me okay, dear?
Yeah, I hear you very good. John, you've been with us, since the end of September. You got out of Dodge just in time. I heard you got a lot of snow there. But were you in your hometown there?
My friends aren't doing good there.
Yeah, they got a lot of snow. As a matter of fact, they were giving people free Buffalo Bills tickets to shovel the snow, I remember.
Yeah, it was really bad.
All right, John, so you've been with us since the end of September. Tell folks how you would rate so far being with us. I mean, you lost your first game this past weekend. I know you went to the window to try to collect your money, and they told you lost, and you said you better check that because I never lose.
Hey, the guy was laughing at me. Yeah, no, I mean, look, I knew it had to happen sooner or later,
And you should have won the Wyoming game.
You should have won that game.
Wyoming was plus 4.5, and they ended the ball on the 1-yard line. With a minute left. They couldn't punch it in. So you lost your first game of the year on Saturday, Wyoming. But then what happened after that?
Well, then on Saturday you gave me Washington.
Right, I gave you Washington over Washington State. They were a winner, so you got your money back on Washington. And then what did you do Sunday?
Then on Sunday you gave me the Chargers, which was a tight game. I was a little nervous. But I'm used to winning with you, so I was fine with it. I won with the Chargers, and then on the 4:30 board, you gave me Atlanta.
Right, Atlanta. And then Monday night, you gave me a hard for the first time all year. You gave me a hard time. I gave you the Jets Monday night, and you didn't want to bet them.
You called me how many times? 4 times?
I had to call you 4 times and make you go down to the casino to bet that game. So,
everybody that's following me all said, look, the guy is unbelievable, but the Jets, I didn't want. But I did. I've listened to you all this way. I wasn't going to stop listening to you now.
Now, let me ask you something.
Believe it.
Were you the only guy in the casino that bet the Jets?
I was the only one jumping up and down.
All right. So what would you tell all the folks that have been listening to the show, the $80,000 bankroll games? Obviously, you never, got the regular picks. You only wanted the big picks. I don't know. You came into some money, about $5,000, and you turned that 5 into hundreds of thousands of dollars now since September. So what would you say to people that are listening to us right now, thinking about calling in?
Just don't make it wasn't like I made a mistake, Jerry. As you know, I just didn't have the money, and then when I finally did, but I've been listening to the show for 2 or 3 years, and
that's right, yeah.
I wanted to do this a long time ago, but then I finally, I got the money from a job, and I said, I'm going for it, and it was the best thing I ever did. I mean, look, just don't, if you're listening and not calling and you're looking in the newspaper, look, I know nothing and everybody in the casino knows me now. I mean, it's really it's been the best thing that ever happened to me.
They probably.
I mean,
They probably cringe when they see you now at the casinos. Now, where do you bet the games? Do you still spread it around, or do you go to one particular casino?
No, well, I have some friends that came out with me, and no, I'm spreading it around because they won't take. I can't get it what I want in just one place.
Right. So you're betting $5,000 in like 10 or 15 different places, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it's not hard, but it is a little bit of work. But nothing in life that's worthwhile is easy. But so what would you say to people? And your experience has been good. You knew nothing about gambling. You called us, and we walked you through everything, and we were pretty good, right? I basically explained
Well, I'm
everything.
getting better now. I know what the over-unders are now. Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of knowledge. But look, I didn't know anything. I never bet a game in my life.
Okay.
But I liked your show. I was listening to it, and I said, why can't that be me? And it happened,
Right. You're going to be the next Stephanie from Cincinnati. Richie's sitting here. He handles Stephanie from Cincinnati, and you're getting there. You're not there yet, but you're getting there pretty fast. You're moving up faster than she did, so you're getting there. So, again, and don't forget Christmas is in 3 weeks, and Rolex Submariner, hint, hint.
Don't you worry. I got something picked up nice for you.
It's about $15K, but it's the watch that I want. Black bezel with the champagne face. That's what I want for Christmas.
I will take care of you.
All right. So what would you say to people that are listening to the show, thinking about
Just
calling?
call in. Just call in. Just pull over, call in, because bottom line is it was the best thing that ever happened. You got to call.
All right. All right, John, listen, thanks for calling in on the show, and I'll talk to you in about the show is over in about 4 minutes. So I'll call you as soon as the show is over, and we're going to send you right back down to the casino. I know you're sitting in your car waiting to go into bet, so I'll have a game for you in a little bit. So thanks for taking time out of your busy day and calling in.
Thank you, Jerry.
You have a good day. There you go, Rich. There's a guy that's getting up there with Stephanie. I mean, he's not close to Stephanie yet, but he's getting there fast.
No, but it's the repeat of the same story with Stephanie. Only
this is a guy. He's a guy, and he knows nothing about gambling. He just follows me. But he didn't want to bet the Jets on Monday night.
But
all the winning I did for him, he didn't want to bet the Jets.
But he had a little bit of knowledge. That's what we were talking about
dangerous.
earlier. There's a guy that has a little knowledge, and it's dangerous because they second guess you.
Exactly. So, all right, Rich. Any last words? We got about 2 minutes left in the show. 3 minutes left in the show.
We're gonna wrap it up. I mean, folks, you're listening to the show. You've probably listened to us before. You've been on the fence. The opportunity is in front of you right now. Christmas is coming. Take advantage of the opportunity. Get off your butt. Pick up the phone. Invest a little bit of money. Turn it into a lot more money. Stories. The end of the story.
And then you could be the next guy on the show because we put people on the show that actually made money.
Move out to Vegas after a couple of months.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, it's cheap out there now.
Well,
you can get a good place.
And you want to be near the action.
And I pay $20,000 a year in taxes here in New York, so I'd rather be in Vegas too.
Oh, I love Vegas. I could vouch for it.
Okay.
I mean, I love it out there. There was a little adjustment, like I said, but it's well worth.
All right. All right, folks, we're going to wrap up the show. But again, I want everybody listening to pick up the phone, give us a call right now. I have some winners for free today. We got operators are standing by. We got $80,000 bankroll games. You want to be the next John from Buffalo, you have to call. We can't pick up the phone and call for you. It just takes a phone call, and we can start making you some money. Again, that's a wrap. But before we wrap up the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone, give us a call right now. I have 6 free winners for today and tomorrow. All callers are going to get absolutely free Iowa TCU, Houston, Cincinnati, Kansas State, Baylor. For tomorrow, you're going to get the winner of the Steelers, Bengals, the Ravens, Dolphins, and the Bills, Broncos. 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. 888-484-4626 is the number. Call us right now for 6 free winners. You could also go to the website where I have a guaranteed pick available. $99, you get a guaranteed pick. The game must win or I'll refund your money in full as soon as the game is over. Just go to www.jerrywins.com. www.jerrywins.com. Right on the front page there, click on Pay If You Win with Jerry. It's no risk to you. The game wins or you get your money back. Pay if you win with Jerry at www.jerrywins.com. Also, while you're there, you can listen to this radio show in its entirety. The game is posted on the web, www.jerrywins.com. Now, folks, there's only 3 weeks left for the $1,000 bankroll. So, again, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games and you have as little as $1,000 and you want to turn it into $8,000, Use code 777 when you call in. You will speak to me, Bobby, or Joe. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, the rest of the season, NFL and college, is $399. Just ask for the $399 special at 888-484-4626, and we'll get you on the $399 special. You get the rest of the season of college and pro football. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. Operators are standing by. Folks, thanks for listening to the show. We'll see you back here, same time, same channel next week.